In Portland, the Schnitzer family needs no introduction. It is our special honor tonight to have Arlene, the matriarch of the family, and Jordan, her extraordinary son, speak to you about Oregon College of Art and Craft.
As parents, which of us doesn't want the best for our children? Which of us doesn't want to somehow have a wand wave to insulate them from heartache, pain, disappointment, all the issues that all of us go through? So the reality is, as much as we wish we had that wand, we realize that if you can help your children have a passion for the arts, we love all the art forms, especially the visual arts, but whether it's dance, theater, music, if they are encouraged and learn to let the art speak to them and work to them, that it brings a sense of refuge, a sense of contentment.
No, really, in a way, what his throwing me a kiss just made me remember was when I opened my gallery, my mother was my partner. And how many times I've thought of what a wonderful experience that I had in being able, I always looked at it as, in a way, a little bit of my ability to give back.
Janet Webster will now speak to you about her extraordinary parents, John and Betty Gray, and their history with Oregon College of Art and Craft and the larger Portland community.
My parents were born in the state, so they were both quite tied to the landscape, the place, the community. When I think back on the contribution that my parents made to Portland and to Oregon, much of it is that they recognize the creativity of the local artists and craftsmen. I think my mother educated my father about the importance of art and craft in one's life. My father had been a farm boy, but he was open to learning, and he was actually fascinated by people who make things. People want to come together, and I think they want to build community together. That's why someplace like, I always call it OSAC, but the college is important because that brings people together in a way that then they can maybe build lifelong networks, but also feed back to a community and build community. You don't always have those opportunities, and so when you can create them like you can in a college setting or in a classroom, whether it's a community classroom, a field trip. We have a lot of opportunities in Oregon to bring people together in very creative spaces, and the college is one of those.
They have to keep pushing themselves to higher levels of excellence, to reaching out in different ways, to adapting to changing communities. And what's so exciting now and so critical about Oregon College of Arts and Crafts, today, if you look at who's hiring people, where the growth isn't coming from the traditional industries. The growth is coming from software and creative industries. The reason why Oregon College of Arts and Crafts is not just a nice to have in the community, it's a critical to have. It's a solid building block towards this community's future. And it may not seem like there's a correlation between working with clay, working on paper, working on an easel, making jewelry and so forth. But I think what we're beginning to see as to how how do you become creative in your thinking? How do you unlock those parts of your mind? You unlock it by giving yourself the freedom, by training your mind to be open, to listening to yourself and your innermost thoughts, to harnessing all the power and skill of these wonderful creatures that we are. And Arts and Crafts, Oregon College of Arts and Crafts, is a guide to help us each, help all those wonderful students, whether they're full-time students or part-time people in the community, and therefore the programs you've set up with Nike and with the other industries in the community. It's on the leading edge. I think education will be totally different the next 10, 20, and 30 years. And there's going to be a blurring and blending as there should be. So So I guess we've been proud to support this because it's been the right thing for the community. Congratulations on the 20th anniversary of the gala auction, and we expect to be at many, many more, and wish the college much success in the future. So why don't we end with a hip hip hooray,
Hip,
hip
hip,
hip hooray,
hooray.
hip hip hooray, Oregon College of Art and Craft.